So if you're a coach or a healer, a community builder of any kind, you know this feeling, right? You pour your heart and soul into your work, you create what you think is amazing content, and then crickets. It just doesn't connect. And you're left with that nagging question. Am I actually giving my people what they really need? And that question, it's absolutely crucial. So often we find ourselves guessing, don't we? We lean on our own expertise, our own assumptions, and we just cross our fingers and hope it lands. But what if there was a better way? What if you could move from guessing to knowing? What if you could stop creating for your community and start creating with them?
Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into. We're going to explore a really simple but incredibly powerful framework for co-creation. This is all inspired by the insights of community builder Rahul George, and it's all about tapping into the collective wisdom of your group to build something that truly, deeply resonates.
Okay, so the whole thing really boils down to just 3 simple steps. Ask questions, listen heartfully, and allow magic. Now, I know it sounds pretty straightforward, and in a way, it is. But the real power, the secret sauce, is in how you approach each one. So let's break them down.
All right, step 1, ask questions. Everything, and I mean everything, starts right here. This is the absolute foundation of the entire process. Because before you can even think about creating something meaningful, you have to get genuinely curious and be willing to hear directly from the source, your people.
And listen, this isn't about some formal, stuffy market research or sending out a dry survey. No, this is about real curiosity. It's about asking questions to figure out where your members truly are on their own personal journey right now, so you can meet them exactly where they're at.
And the benefits? They're immediate. When you ask, you find out where they are, you uncover what they really need, not what you think they need, and you get a glimpse of their hopes and dreams. And maybe most importantly, it keeps you open. It forces you to let go of your own fixed ideas and just be receptive to whatever wants to emerge from the group itself.
Which leads us perfectly to step 2. Listen heartfully. You know, anyone can ask a question, but how you listen? That's the real game changer. This is what turns a simple Q&A into a powerful co-creative process.
This really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? Heartful listening isn't just about hearing the words people say. It's about tuning into the intuition, the feeling, the unspoken energy that's behind their answers. It's this belief that inside their responses, there's a deeper truth just waiting to be discovered.
Think of it this way. Heartful listening is a practice. You're not just collecting data points. You're sensing the patterns, the underlying themes, the emotions. You're trying to hear the question behind the question, the desire that a member might not even have the words for yet.
And that brings us to our final step, which I'll admit might sound a little bit out there at first. Allow magic. But I promise, this isn't about waving a magic wand. It's actually a very practical and incredibly powerful mindset for creating anything. So what is allowing magic, really? It's about trusting the wisdom you just gathered. I mean, you've done the hard work of asking and truly listening. Now the magic happens when you let go of your own agenda and let that collective insight guide your hand, even if, especially if, it takes you in a totally new and unexpected direction.
And here's the payoff, right? When you're willing to really truly trust in your community's collective wisdom, you tap into a source of creativity that is so much bigger than just your own. You will uncover ideas and perspectives that, honestly, you never could have come up with on your own.
So, what happens when you actually put these 3 steps into practice? Well, the results go way beyond just a better program or a new course. The outcomes create this powerful ripple effect that can totally transform your entire community.
The shift is it's huge. You go from guessing to knowing. You move from one-way, top-down creation to real collaboration. And instead of just hoping people engage, you start building raving fans because they feel seen, they feel heard, and they are genuinely invested in what you've built together.
And these outcomes, they create this incredible, virtuous cycle. It just builds on itself. When you create raving fans, their energy naturally pulls in more like-minded people. And that, in turn, just amplifies the entire collective energy of the community, creating this vibrant, supportive space for everyone.
And here's the really beautiful long-term vision. The ultimate result is that your members feel so empowered, they benefit so much, that they get inspired to take these very same principles and go build their own communities. It creates this amazing pay-it-forward effect that spreads the impact far beyond just your own group.
So let's just boil it all down. If you remember nothing else, remember this. The answers you're looking for, they are already inside your community. The process is so simple. Just ask, listen, and trust. And the result? You get a deeply loyal community and real collective growth.
In the end, it all comes back to this one thing: your willingness to truly, truly trust in the collective wisdom of your community. That trust, that's the real fuel for all of this.
So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Right now, what is your community waiting to sell you? The magic is right there. All you have to do is ask.